Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and the kid sitting next to you on the couch, we're back. Okay, cool. So yeah, in today's episode, yeah, JZX is still up on the lift, but I wanted to get into our special announcement or just special moment being back at the shop. So here we go. We got Adrian back in the house. Adrian, what's up, dude?
I've been dying.
You missed that last race. Do you want to tell the people anything about you being gone?
I'll be at the next one.
That's right. Adrian's back. Let's do it.
I didn't even get to go to one of them.
Dude, both Gridlifes, we failed.
One was the car and one was me.
Dude, so it would be the first time for the boys to go to a festival event. So Adrian is like newer to drifting as of this year, joining the program. And so yeah, he was like bummed out. He got to miss both festivals because the first time we had motor issues.
Yep.
And then the second time, Adrian had to take a little bit of time to get healthy.
Yeah.
But now he's back. We're good. So we got Adrian in the house. We got Brandon moving this trailer. And let's dive into the damage report. The boys are gonna hate me on this one. First glance here out the trailer. The rear bumper is still on.
Yep, but it's nice and I can see my fingers through the bumper.
So, yeah, maybe we'll go through some small details first. So, our white powder-coated wheels, this is nothing crazy, but you can really see how much braking was going on at this track. If you guys can see that, it's kind of dark. But yeah, a lot of brake dust, which isn't uncommon or anything. It's just, it's cool to see. This boy, Adrian, what's up? It's been too long. He said, is it front or rear first? It's front first. At the track, I did put on some fresh front tires, and that helped a lot with the vibration in the steering. Adrian got him a new jack.
Long reach.
Shout out the Long Reach Daytona. All right, Adrian, so we got the car up on all fours. This is kind of a standard thing we do when we get home, basically fully inspect and clean. So for the damage report, we can try to run through some of the highlights, and then the boys are gonna get down to the details. So where you wanna start, Adrian?
Start with the hood.
You wanna start with the hood?
That's the first thing you see.
All right, dude, crack it open. So yeah, this is the old wastegate. It's hard to see in the wrap. You can see it really on this side, but you can see where the turbo setup had its wastegate, and then we Dad like bondoed over it and we wrapped over it. But yeah, this collapsed. Off to a good start.
Good God.
Looking good, huh?
Yeah.
So it's pretty tired. This hood is actually quite a bit old, like maybe 2000.
This is the only hood you have.
This is the only hood. This is 1989. You know what I mean? Just fun. All right, yeah. So obviously that was one of the gnarliest things that happened. But let's move on. talk a little bit, which we haven't yet, about servicing the motor. And basically, without you and Dad and the team at the track, I was able to literally just like change tires, put fuel in the car, obviously not check the hood, but like it was very quick for me, like talking with fans and not having a crew. So I think it could be a cool time to talk about our slight oil issue.
We have an issue kind of coming from the oil, the dry sump pump. If you can see there, there's some oil buildup. I pretty much clean it once we get back from the shop. Every time we come back, I'll clean it just to keep track of where the oil is coming from. But it seems to just happen every time he drives the car. Every time he turns it on, it'll happen.
Yeah.
And it coats pretty much the whole underside of the car of like a thin film of oil. It's not a lot of oil, but it's enough to coat everything just because the car is driving back and forth, all the G's and stuff.
So check it out. So yeah, what Adrian's talking about. See, and also I think we had a small leak on the pan, right? So here on the pan you guys can see, which dude, it looks pretty gnarly. It'll look better later today, but yeah, like without being able to clean and service this the whole weekend, it was pretty gnarly. So
I also think there's a water leak from the back of the whole pump itself. I think the gasket might be going. We have a spare just in case, but I guess we'll just keep it going until we have the whole motor refreshed.
yeah, so this is my second season on this exact motor with no refresh, just oil changes. And it's seen a lot of temperature, so it's gotten really hot. And I think obviously, you know, things move around, and this is kind of where we're at. So we have 2 more events for the season, and me and Adrian will pull this motor out, send it back to Golan, and they'll just basically, you know, refresh it. Adrian, let's talk about some positives. So basically, some shit I was able to kind of check and watch over was spark plugs, plug wires, and all of that stayed really healthy all weekend. Let me duck underneath this. But basically, sometimes these plug wires can come loose, or at least in the past they were, but now they're not at all. So basically the motor ran super healthy, super clean all weekend, and that's a positive.
Yeah.
On the list of things to do, the fenders have been very nice to us, and we haven't even wrecked those at all.
I seen that little zip tie.
Yeah, so I went off track, and the side skirt itself kept kind of falling out once this MPC hardware like backed out of the aluminum plate behind it. So yeah, I zip tied it, and I think I actually put in one screw here in a rush. And
Yeah, we have that on the other side too.
Yeah, it was like this whole thing kept, but yeah, it kept falling out.
I don't think there's those brackets that we use behind this one. There's some on that one, but I think we didn't have time to do those back pieces, so then it doesn't wiggle so much.
So this was before, so from Clutch Kickers, we didn't really service the bumper.
We did.
Yeah, me and Brandon, I let Brandon know that like we're just gonna let it ride. So yeah, the bumper is pretty scarred up. Maybe we don't fix it for the next race, but she's here, she's healthy. Let's dive into back here.
Okay.
Gotta grab the Zeus, dude, real quick. All right, so the radiator itself, you guys seen the video where me and Dad were able to bleed it and burp it or whatever. So no issues here, Adrian. Where I'm seeing an issue is here.
Yeah, it looks pretty caked up. You can't even see it.
So pretty much what I'm noticing, guys, is this is our oil catch can, and it just really looks like either something maybe loose, or it's just literally like maybe loose from up here, Adrian?
Yeah.
Because that line, it just, yeah.
Is that the dump line?
I think that is the dump line.
We can probably just rebuild the line, just in case, because that's the only thing that looks all caked up.
Yeah.
All this looks good.
Do you guys usually service, do you usually clean this like at a race often?
I clean this every time I come home. I clean back here Actually, I cleaned the whole car.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, when we're at Clutch Kickers in between, let's say, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, we do not.
You don't. So this is, like, kind of new.
Yeah.
So maybe later, once the boys clean the car up, we're going to do all the fluids. That's something else we usually do when we get home. Transmission, engine oil, rear gear. We just kind of really throw in VP products in everything. But maybe, Adrian, we got to check the oil level. Yeah. Like, what if the oil was just a little too high, so then it caused it to, or something with the faster track. It's been a while since I've been able to really let this thing like eat for a full weekend. So,
Check it.
yeah, not too bad. Honestly, dude, she held up really well.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what we want to hear, especially when the team's not there.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I definitely missed you guys, man. Everyone was asking about you. So we got Adrian back. But anyways, we'll stop rambling. We'll let these dudes clean this car up. We'll plug a little time lapse and then see if they find anything crazy or anything else, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we're back at it. Fair amount of time has passed. The guys got the car completely powder coated. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Power washed.
Fuck me.
Power washed.
Power washed. Power washed. The car is powder coated, but it has now been power washed, and we have it now on the lift. And basically, when the guys were pushing the car onto the lift, this is what they found.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a missed shift. So maybe that was some cause or some reason for why it's making this noise. And yeah, and it's definitely leaking a lot, huh?
Well, it's just right here.
It's like the tail housing is not happy.
Yeah.
But see, I didn't know at the track if that was from, like, so the power steering was leaking all the way, like, down to here and shit. And so I was thinking, like, maybe also the power steering was getting over here, but this for sure looks...
There's even oil over here.
Yeah. I think it's like my power steering was going out in the last session, and I feel like that fluid was just coating everything. So maybe tonight, Adrian, you can do your trick where you wipe everything down and we see what leaks.
I'm about to do that.
But that's definitely a noise that we need to check out. We did find like a random bolt in the trailer underneath the car after the travel home. But yeah, we're gonna have to check this shit out for real.
I don't think that was...
Okay, but yeah, so maybe the damage report video will end here. We're kind of wrapping the day up. I've still got a little bit of screen print. Adrian is still looking over the car and finding stuff from the event. So yeah, dude, I think we'll call this video. So stay tuned on what that noise was. Adrian's probably gonna get busy tearing apart the trans. At least we need to pull it and inspect it. And yeah, so we'll go from there.
See ya.
Hey, Mom! Oh, he ruined the video.
No, you made it better.